Hello, if you're a young dude in 2025 from age 18, 17 till the age of, I assume, 40, that's when the testosterone levels become decreasing in the most natural way. And if you feel that insane burning desire, like Napoleon Hill describes in the How to Think and Grow Rich book, to the burning desire to expand, become something bigger than yourself, bigger than this very advanced, very well equipped and actually quite convenient meat suit, you are in the right place. My name is Max. I am 21 years old. I have made over $60,000 running my own one-person freelancing business just from this freaking cubicle on the island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. And in this video, I would love to raise the vibe as a general goal and motivate myself and you to actually get all of those amazing things which are displayed on this dashboard, this list of 5 S's. I mean, we want to get S just by itself, if you know what kind of word game I'm playing right now with you. But the 5 S's which I listed here, just for the simplicity of understanding and memorizing, that's actually what I'm extremely grateful for to all of my teachers, all of the aphorisms, I guess that's the word, which they were using in order to help us pupils to learn stuff. All of them were incredibly helpful. And I'm sure that 5 S's you will never forget. Just imagine a Playboy mansion. Just literally, just YouTube, please do not ban me. You can just imagine Playboy mansion whenever you think of this concept. Yeah, something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Amazing. Exactly 5 S's. 5 S's of masculine desire. And believe me, you definitely have these desires in case you are still watching this video. And just the final disclaimer before we begin this video, so that we are on the same page and you definitely know where you will be in those X minutes after watching this rant. You will get better understanding of what is the nature of your desires and why the certain thoughts are being produced in your mind, where they are coming from and what they are caused by, which in turn will allow you to get better and more consistent control over your life, which in turn will let you to become the person who is constructing his reality instead of being at the effect. So basically, at the end of this video, you will move and shift much closer towards being the cause of your life than vice versa, the effect of the circumstance around you. And by the way, I hope I have really pissed you off with this crown on my head. I just had to capture your attention and do something fucking weird in order for your RAS, reticular activation system, to just just get more focused on this douchebag with fucking 2D PNG file, not some peasant shit JPG crown, but fucking .png file. Yo, that's a real elitist. But now, in order to be a bit more relatable, let me, yeah, I, I will just blow a bit on the crown. I will put it aside, make it a bit smaller, and let me put the cap instead. I hope it fits well. Does it? I can see actually. Let's maybe, god damn it. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Especially with this I'm too greedy to pay for the barber hairstyle. It will look just amazing. So this video is gonna be more of a rant. It's not structured, but that's when the real genius kicks in. And the inspiration, when I got this burning desire, getting back to this coined, I think now we can say this way, term, I got this desire. I want to put the crown back. Fog. Yeah. So I was just doom scrolling, yeah, like yourself, at 4 a.m. That's actually what the time is right now. Time Reykjavik. Remember, I mentioned the island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. So I'm recording this video at 4 a.m. and I've heard the idea that at this time, actually, I've heard it at 4:45 a.m. That's when your purpose becomes the most evident to you. So I think we will build up to that during this video. So just stay locked in. Maybe get the cup of tea because it's gonna be one of the most cool and the most insane journeys of your entire fucking life. Remember that douchebag couple of minutes ago wearing 2D crown over his weirdly, no, actually rectangular shaped webcam? Yes, that's the desire for status, literally just yelling from inside of me. My ego just wants to rip everything apart and establish its position in the tribe, or as it works now with the internet, literally in on the entire planet, the position where the energy and resources are flowing to me. We will mention this actually. Let me change the order. You see, even more ego. Let me change the order. I, the divine right of kings. Let me change the order. Survival. No, damn it. Damn it. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Please click off. Don't watch this video. I lied to you. You don't need to watch this video. Something really, really unexpected will happen to you. Don't watch this video. Click it off. Click the fuck off. Click the fuck off. Unless you wanna get a lot of status and secure the safety and survival for your body, so that your DNA rewards you with dopamine, silicon, serotonin, GABA, and some other funny juices in your head, which then, as I understand correctly, flow through your whole system, because even though we have this erogenous zone being the most sensitive in our head, I mean, when all of that happy chemical reaction is happening within us, we also feel the release and the happy ticklings in our entire midsuit, as I named it at the start. So with this desire for status, I would like to ask you to take a look at just one quick, just 15 seconds chunk from the first episode of one of the most popular TV shows on the whole, how is it called? CIA, not CIA, never mind, CIA. Basically, Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, Kazakhstan, one of the most popular and maybe one of the most successful TV shows of all time in that region. And by the way, this short chunk doesn't have any words, so you will understand everything yourself. And just remember this PNG crown and the status word over here. Let's see what the character who has just finished his year in the army has what he sees the restaurant in which he wants to work because he's aspiring cook, how he sees it and what kind of halo effect he gets this restaurant to be wrapped in his eyes because of all that status which is attached to that elite diner which he's visiting. And just the final thing, I will actually even replace these things because you remember at 4:45 a.m. the purpose must like knock on the door, and I feel that this sort of order will make much more sense than us. Ah, damn it. Why do you need to open up? Let me finally make it visible. Press the like button for such raw content where you will see this level of unpreparedness else. I mean, that's so damn unique. Crown, cap, sex. I mean, just press the like button for the word sex itself. It's already cool. We have already taken a look at the Playboy mansion. Guys, maybe I should just press stop recording right now and just tell you go to sleep. Or let's finally take a look at that short chunk of Max, by the way, my namesake, the character who is aspiring cook, and after the year of cooking food just as the usual subordinate in the army, he enters the restaurant where he wants to work. I hope I will not get the copyright.
Хотите меню?
Нет, спасибо.
Anyways, I just pray to YouTube gods that I will not get strike for showing that part of the video, and even if I do, it's still worth it if a couple of people got to watch this video because I don't know where in your life you have the same halo effect on some situation. So for example, for me, it's definitely going to the nighttime social gatherings and attempting to meet women. I just get the exact same allure, I guess, that there are all those people who are having fun and just having it figured out. Meanwhile, I just like, sure. If you have heard at the end, it basically means what? I think you have understood it even if you didn't understand the exact. It's not even a word. It's like two letters, literally. Word. I mean, don't tell it to the English people who have the words, who have the word I. It's just one letter. Mm, and the why Max, this, not, that's not a dude. So why Max, this dude gets this insane distortion of the reality when he sees this restaurant. That's because, first of all, it is located in the center of the capital of Russia, and he is totally sure that that's the pinnacle of existence to just be able to prepare food in this venue for people who can afford eat there with the team who is good enough to work there, etc., 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 etc. And one of the next points which I will mention in this video is the concept of gatekeepers. Basically, in order for Max to be able to get into that position of power, you remember this damn crown? Is it? No, I guess you can see the crown a bit. Let's let me have the crown for a while. I think it's gonna look nice. Is it? Yo, my hairstyle. My hairstyle is better than condoms. Let's leave this. So, yeah. The concept of gatekeepers, in order for Max to be able to get in the higher position of status, he must first talk to that woman who is. Okay, I don't want the video to get banned and I still keep going back to that tab. He needs to go through that woman who is hostess, who is welcoming new guests. Then he needs to get along with the chef, who is super funny character in this TV show, by the way. He needs to get along with the owner. They must register him as the credible individual in their minds, blah, 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 blah. And I mean, I don't say that it's bad because otherwise, I mean, any person who can make sandwich would be able to just jump into some place and be considered a professional. Is it just cook? It just sounds so simple, but yeah, professional cook. But in this video, I will touch the point on how in the modern world it is absolutely possible to achieve the similar thing of status, mostly manifested in form of the money and freedom, by using internet, where gatekeepers are at least in just insane less amount present, or to the maximal amount. Just as a guy who is a programmer, I can tell you that there are literally no gatekeepers. You just go there and you freaking speak into the camera with this silly crown. And that's all. That's all. You can share your ideas with hundreds of millions of people and potentially with billions of people just by speaking into your phone or laptop, as I do now. Also, you can deliver the services which other people benefit from and pay you money for from your freaking cubicle. So you save time by not having to commute, you save energy by not having to make all of those ancillary activities to prepare for commute. then sit your ass down in the office, blah 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 blah, and you can get some cool stuff like job success score, top rated plus, and all of those things, which then make you feel like you wanna put the .png crown over your don't have sex with me hairstyle um, webcam in the video. That's like if to put it in the super 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 simple terms. And yeah, the status is the desire to be perceived. Fuck it, just YouTube just bans this video altogether. So basically, your desire to be perceived as this restaurant is perceived by Max when you walk, talk, breathe, and maybe even take a shit. You know, nowadays with all that OnlyFans stuff, it doesn't even sound that implausible. Oof. Please do not ask me to show my browser history. Um, I keep reshuffling these 5 S's. You remember? Let me show 5 S's. 5 S's formula of what your mind wants. Well, your mind wants 5 S's just by themselves. Again, I will keep insisting that this joke is funny. You know, if you say not funny joke a lot of times, it becomes so annoying that people will at least laugh in order for you to stop showing the joke. So persistence, that's what you need. That's, I think, how most of Ukrainian comedians think when they prepare their materials. I'm actually kidding. They are hilarious. No, I'm kidding about this. Never mind. We have the second want of our mind, and you know, I will keep going with status as the first thing because I feel like we men will rather. I mean, there is a war in my homeland. Men will rather go and die, so they will sacrifice safety and survival to get status. So basically, I have conquered whatever the hell is the imaginary name of that piece of land which you have conquered. And that's, by the way, the main reason why you're hooked on computer games. The creators of those super engaging web games. I mean, my friend, he is the game designer with over 3 years of experience, and I was just talking to him from time to time. That's literally game design. That's the whole science of how to grab your innate desire for status and basically digitize it. That's fucking insane. When you realize it, you just, first of all, you realize that you don't have your own will. That's like the biggest epiphany. I think it worth trillions of not even dollars, but something even more valuable, whatever that imaginary currency might be. And secondly, you can spot much better where you have the distorted and inaccurate perception of the reality, at least to the greater extent. Again, just like Max seeing this damn diner as something out of his league. That's what they call it, yeah? And press the like button for this beautiful woman. Also, even look at this. Like the bottle of champagne, or maybe even just the glass of champagne, costs 100 euros. And that's what kind of hypnosis people exist in the. What is the name? I remember what's the name I said CIA. That's not what I meant. It's just a second. Just just enjoy my. No, I didn't enjoy my browser history. Hopefully there is something crazy. Yes. CIS. So there, in CIS countries, it's really so the price tag of €100 is something really a lot. And I don't say that in Europe that's not a lot, especially in the more countries which are new to European Union, etc. But still, you see that the money in itself is nothing. The perception which you get is everything. So I can't even put this in the words because everything in our reality, I mean, everything which you want or need to consume is measured in money. Therefore, you cannot. It's quite hard, even for my brain, to just detach the concept of value from this imaginary label of money. But what I'm just trying to do is I myself lived in this fishbowl where €100 for champagne is something insane. I understand in Europe that's also a lot, but in it's like this restaurant is literally the depiction of just creme de la creme, center of Moscow, super elite restaurant. You literally work your ass off in order to reach this. But for example, if you just, I don't know, scrap the dirt on the floors in Iceland, you can just work a day and get and buy this bottle of champagne. I mean, you can't because in Iceland there is the other hypnosis. There is €1,000 per the bottle of champagne. Then that's a lot comparing to what people get for their labor on average. Therefore, the main conclusion which we can draw is that there is no absolute value of absolutely anything in our life. Maybe the value is inherently in the safety and survival. So maybe your accommodation, food, water. Yes, I like saying water in the British accent. Regarding sex, your relationship with the opposite gender. Actually, sex. I just say sex because I'm blushing a bit when I say this word. So it's like a training for me to not feel like I'm 5 years old when I talk about this. But it's actually, oh damn it. What is the word for reproduction but which starts with S? No, I have no clue. Let's just stay with sex. Forget it. Yeah, and by the way, find this Excalibur repo on GitHub. These guys have made a wonderful job. I love this board. This is incredibly cool. I started. It's insanely good. Use Excalibur. No affiliate links. Just use it for creative purposes, for brainstorming. It's just nice, well working, useful software, which allows you to switch your imaginary head clothing items very fast. Let's get back to more casual style. Just cap. No cap. Damn, I only now realize that cap actually means lying in the English slang. Therefore, just trust me by the word. This cap is not the cap. This cap doesn't point to my words being cap. Got it? Got it? Again, as I was speaking, the labels do not dictate the value as long as you can recognize these five assets which drive your perception and DNA. So this way you can sort of get the perspective of the witnessing consciousness instead of total identification with all this very cool, very attractive, insanely seducing, but at the same time not the truthful stuff. Not the truthful, again, due to the fact that even if it was a real crown, it does not have the inherent value. Only because people see the crown, like Max sees this restaurant, only because of this halo effect, it has any attention and value in the first place. So that's how we have discovered what is the status, desire to rise higher in the social hierarchy, and one of the main bitches of the past was that you were absolutely incapable of penetrating the upper classes of these social hierarchies without being someone's someone. So just knowing someone, being somehow related with someone who is important, blah blah blah. But in the recent years, it is now literally not the case. Because, first of all, due to the long tail phenomenon, because of the insane supply of information online, now, for example, you guys who watch this video, maybe you are also refugees. You have left your home countries because of the unexpected tourism. And now you can listen to the same information of self-improvement and the breakdowns of your intrinsic motivations as a man from me with greater appreciation, simply because I relate to you, not because I speak better than someone or present the material in the more comprehensible manner. Not necessarily. That does not have to be so, but due to the internet, I can just serve my tribe. Actually, let's get back here to the thousands of years ago, or I don't know. I think in tribes people lived thousands of years ago. Whatever. Sorry, my history teacher. I wasn't just blinking. I was sleeping. You're like, huh? Huh? That's usually what was happening. Now, when we have discovered the thing about status, we can also realize that nowadays, if you were pushed down the career which implies working with the physical matter, I imagine how weird it might sound for people who maybe like over 50 years old or 60 years old, but literally, like if you are the person who in that category, I'm being just a 21-year-old kid. I just watch YouTube videos and I help people to implement the stuff on this freaking screen. Sometimes I even use my phone. Sometimes I don't only watch porn on it. In the other tab, I also open up something like even code editor. I managed to set this up on this small rectangle, and I changed some little program for my client, and 61 total jobs. Gosh, it feels even better than this crown. No cap. Therefore, as I promised you at the beginning of this video, now by telling you at least partly the story of mine, I highly encourage you to also grab your phone and watch yourself now. Instead of watching someone, watch yourself. You can just start the selfie camera and speak into this little eye. And the next time you feel like you have to create something super cool in order for it to be worthy of being published and seen by people, bro, just go and watch something like I know the Russian speaking bloggers who just walk around holding the camera like this, but I think I don't know, you could check out the video of you could actually check out the videos of mine. That's what you must do. But you could actually check out the videos of some guy like Tom Stowick, who teaches copywriting. And the idea is that he's also just talking to the camera. Like, he does not. Literally, the guy just puts the camera and he speaks. Yeah. And sends hand gestures. So don't watch this video without. No, what I wanted to say is just the absolute bullshit. I wanted to say do not watch this video without the sound if you are deaf. Just process it. But yeah, if you are trying to watch his videos with interpretation of his hand gestures as the language of gestures, then you will be really offended. To be honest, if you watch with the sound, you will be either. So just get ready. Get ready. Get ready for some U.S. lieutenants shit, which for some reason feels so cool. I think that's something what is in our DNA when the males who are older than you are literally putting you in their frame completely. I guess that gives you some feeling of safety, because even though sometimes you might have even better ideas as a young person due to the clearer lens you have on the world, because of that your ego is not that strong yet, it still gives such a feeling of comfort and safety when someone tells you like, just go and fucking write this newspaper, even though you know that AI can create those newspapers on demand. But it feels so comforting when someone tells you, no, that's working, just fucking write newspaper. But here is what I wanted to tell you. To finish the previous conversational loop, you want status. If your job involves something where you work with the physical matter directly, doctor, cook, you work at the construction, etc., then I guess that's inevitable. You can use that's inevitable that you will have to face some gatekeepers. So the person who is like the boss at the construction company, or the dude who is the owner of the restaurant. So there is someone who holds the keys to your status. You can use all of these internet tools to support yourself. So you can have just Playboy lifestyle Instagram, which will increase your perceived status. You can have you can teach yourself how to communicate like a freaking master in order to also increase this halo effect when you're just speaking. You can do all of that using online tools, but you will still face this inevitability of our 3D reality where there is someone who holds this, and where you can where you try to take it from them. But to be honest, I don't believe in the concept of taking it from them because we can all thrive and win together. They can just give you the crown, like maybe take a smaller crown so I still feel like I'm as a shit, but you can be like shittier shit. You are the shit but a bit shittier. So yeah, something like this. Hmm. And as the derivative of the status is actually safety and survival, because we can derive. Actually, in my previous video where I explained how, as a young guy, you can incorporate yourself into the world right now by being either more domination oriented, so you try to become as competitive and competent as possible, or by being more affiliation oriented, so you try to fit into the existing social structures in order to secure safety. Does it make sense? Secure survival and safety of your body. To be honest, I would rather put safety and survival on the top. I think I have already mentioned that, but it's worth saying it again. I would put the second row as the first one. I just don't want to change because, again, I will put this crown over the status. Yeah. Uh, Actually, safety and survival is your never ending unconscious, the most deeply programmed mission. So you just can't escape it whatsoever. And status is rather the manifestation of you getting closer to it by gaining some clout in your tribe. When we used to exist in the groups of decades of people in jungles, but nowadays it's rather fucking, again, wearing the 2D hats on YouTube in videos which no one watches. Well, sometimes when the porn doesn't load on my phone, I just turn on my own videos and works well. I already imagine how I will load up this video and I will just wank it to this crown. Oh, and I mean, again, look at this hairstyle. Oh, I actually, please leave in the comment section how would you rather name this hairstyle, better than the condoms, or I'm too greedy to pay for the hairdresser, don't have sex with me, please, hairstyle. Two options. No, actually, three options. I'm too greedy to pay for the hairdresser. Please don't have sex with me. Better than the condoms. So we have three options. If it is possible for me to insert the poll, I will. And we can get the name for this masterpiece of the nature. And by the way, it's 4:45 a.m. And I guess my purpose told me to just come up with some completely perverted name for my hair. I'm getting closer to enlightenment. We are getting closer to enlightenment. Well, I am already, but if you press the like button, then you will also. Only if you press the like button. If you don't want to get more enlightened, then don't even look at like button. Just stay away from it. For fuck's sake, just imagine that it does not exist. Just watch this video like this. Just cover the like button with your hand. Cool. We have made the touch on safety and survival. Let's continue to success. Success is actually, I think, a bit more advanced level of consciousness, because success usually involves some sort of complex structure in which you become a leader. And what I mean by that is, again, safety and survival is just our basic need as human beings, and again, as a man, as women just fall into the frames. So that's how they survive. They just follow the leader, or just the guy who decided that he is the king. By the way, I know when 21-year-old kid says it, that's impossible to believe, but that's like the keys to the whole universe, to the whole kingdom of. No, it's gonna sound too preposterous. It's just so damn cool. You are the one who decides to wear the crown. Then they worship you as a king. That's uh, that's so that's so powerful that I cannot even comprehend what kind of information you have just heard. Just trust me. For 10 years, for 10 because the COVID-19 started and I wasn't going to the school anymore, I was just the best student in my class. Just absolute domination. Like maybe I wasn't running around with my gang, you know, making arsons to create the smiles on the skyscrapers. I guess you know the reference, but it was a total domination. Total domination. And what I saw is that people just were getting shut down because they thought that they don't have the crown in the class environment. And for that reason, their brains were not allowing them to understand the material of the book. So on the next class, they can explain it like crazy cool and get the status at least for a while. Meanwhile, I wasn't reading anything, but because thank Lord I accidentally have worn this crown when I was in the first grade, I don't give a shit. I just improvise. I just speak, and the teachers are like, "Okay, cool." Damn. In Ukraine, there is very weird 12th grade system, but yeah, by the way, grades at school really remind me of this thing. That's such an imaginary label. I mean, there is explanation behind why you get 10 or 9, like number of mistakes. Did you give the gift to the teacher on the 1st September, etc. But in general, it's still so subjective. Even the person who creates those books which teachers use to form their methodology, those are also people with their subjective judgment. ChatGPT, save us, please. I can't, me and my crown can't handle this on our own. Maybe you guys, you can subscribe and we will be able to handle this when our movement is gonna be inevitably as huge as my. Never mind. Specialty. That's what you want to get in order to stand out. Maybe not you in particular, but at least your ego. And specialty is a bit lower in its level of consciousness than success. Because again, success rather is the predicament for success is the existence of a certain structure within which you must succeed. Makes sense. So school, someone created material which you internalize, spit out, someone evaluates, you get a good grade, succeeded. You hear how many steps is involved. But for specialty and status, I don't know. I can put the crown on top of this cap on my video. I'm special. I'm already special. I won. I fucking won. I'm a 10. I'm a 10. I'm a 10, and this picture of the crown costs 100,000 euros. So Three zeros more. That's specialty. You just do something fucking weird. That's all. Some people can usually subconsciously overcomplicate this process, but if actually you are smart and lazy, so that you want to get the result as fast as possible with the least effort applied, then you realize that you can just do some weird shit. I don't know, order some weird colored eye lenses from some cheap store like AliExpress, and you can special. You can be special. You can be special. Status also could be achieved pretty easily, but it really disgusts me so much that I don't want even to talk about it out loud. But okay, I will. So let's say you're watching this video right now, and you have some tension in your brain. You definitely have. If you are still watching this vid, then congrats. As I say in my old videos, you have the top 1% attention span. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. You're the best. And you might have this tension in your brain, which now wants to be released. Please don't go just jerk off. Just don't do it. Just zip it up. Zip it up. I know you love this. We have not come up with a name for this hairstyle yet, but you love it. But zip it up and hold this tension in your brain and realize that there are two ways it can be released. Three ways, but again, zip it up. First way is first way is that you can go set up the camera, overcome the voice in your head which tells you that you can't speak, that you're not good looking enough, you have nothing interesting to say, blah blah blah. You can overcome all of that, and maybe after 10 minutes of speaking to the camera, the tension will slowly and beautifully go out. And you will have the asset, the video, created as the outcome of the release of this tension. But there is this one nasty thing, one dirty little thing which makes us incredibly lazy and put us in the low vibrational state. It is that we can achieve the same release of the tension in our brain by simply devaluing someone's effort. And what I mean by that is that instead of having all this hustle of setting up the camera, actually, I'm right now explaining you the whole situation like I'm selling you that idea which I despise, so never mind. You basically can avoid all of those steps needed for you to, let's say, create your own video. Instead, you just say, oh, he's dumb, like at me, or you just watch this video. Oh, he's dumb. Oh, funny hairstyle. Oh, crown. Not real. Bye. And your brain releases dopamine. Why? Because of the tribal hierarchical comparison. Your super primitive brain, your part of the brain which also makes you go take a shit, take a piss, eat, it also just looks at someone who does something and is like, oh, scammer, bye. You basically got like a nasty dopamine, like you literally took crack. You just you injected it straight into your system. And when people are talking about how politicians are making the life harder, or people are talking about how if someone else didn't do something, then everything would be good. It all stems from there because it's so much more energy efficient. That's how Machiavellian and practical it is to just devalue someone else and feel morally superior to him or her instead of doing the work yourself. But here, I think the result is that you realize that in order for you to persevere with more obstacles filled path, which leads to the actual growth, you must appreciate not the external validation you might get or that quick dopamine spikes from the situational superiority. Sometimes just your mind's made up over others, but rather the persuasion of the bigger goal than yourself, which might be something as vague as finding out what the God and the energy of creation is. I know it's not that simple, it's not simple at all, but it's quite vague. Like, who is God? What is God? You can just have this thought in your mind and you record the videos at 5 a.m. It works. Or you can have something really special. For example, again, as I mentioned, success. I need to work in the restaurant where the bottle of champagne costs this blue. Is it blue? Green. I want to work in the restaurant where the bottle of booze costs one green piece of paper, not purple. If I remember correctly, that no, not orange. That's a 50 euros banknote. Let me check. Yeah, not orange piece of paper, green piece of paper. That's where I want to work. By the way, just to tell you right now, me myself telling all of this stuff, partially I'm engaging in the same activity which I have just described to you. I try to devalue the, let's say, effort put into the creation of this restaurant, and I just say that it's just green pieces of paper and booze. But who knows? Maybe maybe I record this whole video in order to just feel a bit more superior over the people who have access to those luxuries of life. Meanwhile, I actually fucking do have the access to those. I can go and buy the 100 euros bottle of booze and how to say it, and pour it into the sink because I will never drink it. Maybe I will do this. I think that video will get a lot of views. And remember, we mentioned survival, safety, and reproduction. Because at the end of the day, you're building this nest, psychological one, where you have the mental confidence in that you can secure resources and status within the tribe in order to go beyond yourself, even in the physical world. Create a new form of life. And I'm not talking about homunculus. Do you remember what it is? No? Homunculus. Is it how it's called in English? Homunculus. Well, anyways, if you're curious, that's like it was a trend on YouTube where the dudes were putting their sperm in the egg and something weird was created out of it. Just what a wonderful childhood. Yeah, you just run around, you become more competent individual, you conquer your fears, you do all of this stuff, even if consciously you don't realize it yet, like I do. I mean, like, I'm sure I don't do it to the full extent for sure. All of that just to spread your genes. And yes, maybe if you were some Chinese factory, it could literally mean selling more pants to spread your genes. But because you are dude who has a dick which blows loads, no, it means impregnating women. I don't know, maybe in the future it will be something else. Maybe you will be able to. I mean, right now you can go to some lab. You can go to just some lab, give the um, jar of your juice, sour cream, and basically you will have your kids born by someone who will be happy because usually that's the couples where the male can't have kids naturally, and you will also have both succeeded in your goal of reproduction, but at the same time you don't have to take care of the kid. Damn. Can I just rename this fifth step from sex to just sperm bank? Just fuck sex, sperm bank. Yoo-hoo! And that's where the link goes. Go to the link in the description below. Just save the photo of my hairstyle. Leave in the comment section how we will call it. Better than condoms. Don't have sex with me, please. Or I'm too greedy to pay for hairdresser. So I will know how to call this wig of mine. And yeah, by the way, who knows, maybe that's not even a real hair. We have walked over all points mentioned on the screen: status, safety, survival, success, specialty, sex. I know this video was quite sporadic. I don't give a shit. I think it only added more. I love how my voice cracks. I think that it added even more authentic voice to the whole piece of content you have just watched. I'm curious to know which conclusions you have come to after spectating this video. Please let me know them in the comment section below on YouTube. But if you want to be sure that I do read this comment, plus you want to also be able to, yeah, that's finally the point when I will try to sell you something eventually. Remember I was unconsciously selling you to shit talk other people. Now more consciously I sell you the possibility to learn how you can also get the status, safety, survival, success, specialty, and as a result sex by making money online. And I will be honest, there are a lot of ways you can do it. One of the ways which I use, which allows me to work from anywhere, literally cubicle, where there is the internet connection of at least 15 megabits per second, which is now, I mean, whole Europe and North America for sure, everywhere. And with the ability to determine your own hourly rate. Oh my god, that's almost the full bottle of booze. And where you can decide at which time of the day you work and which projects you take and how much money you make, because I mean the projects are just coming in endlessly on Upwork and other freelancing platforms, which I will show you how to work on when you join our community of freelancers, where we ambitious and full of testosterone, just full blue balls. No, it didn't sound right. Never mind. Full blue balls freelancers talk together. I give you advice. You give me advice if it's appropriate, and we grow together. And for you, where you get actual value is that you will be able to hop on the call with me, ask us a question which you might have. We will analyze your Upwork profile. And again, if you hop on right now, when in the next 3 days we have 10 last free spots for the free trial, you will be able to access the course of how to make $10,000 in 90 days on Upwork, so you can afford the chance to wear the crown in the open source software website at 5 a.m. and yep, into the camera. All of that because you don't have to wake up on Friday morning. You don't have to wake up because you work your own hours. And it feels fucking cool. It feels fucking cool. Not as cool as imagining that I actually wear this crown, but also quite interesting. So once again, click the link below right now, grab one of the last spots for the free trial of the Freelancing Live Freely School group, which is available for the next 3 days. Bruh.